Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Midnight Chocolat. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click that young red button right there. And if you're a subscriber of mine, thank you so much for coming back. I know it's been a while. I've been AOL for about a month, but there's been so much happening with the world that I just I couldn't get myself together to be in front of the camera. I didn't even have any creativity for a while. Like, I just had a huge block. So I wanted to come back, and I made sure that when I'm coming back, I'm going to be talking about the situation that's currently happening in the world. And I wanted to speak up on it. My platform may not be huge, but I thought I'd speak up and use my voice regardless. If you see me on my Instagram, if you follow me, it's Midnight Chocolat. Or if you see me on Twitter, which is Midnight Chocolate with an 8. So I've been retweeting and sharing. I've been having arguments. Lord knows I've been having arguments with these ignorant people. If I see one more All Lives Matter, if I see one more person be like, yeah, but what about black on black crime? Let me just say one thing real quick. There's no such thing as black on black crime. It's a notion that's been created so that you can feel like, oh my God, there's black on black crime. Black people don't kill the people because they're black. That just doesn't happen. You kill people just because. It's not because, oh yeah, that person is black, so I'm gonna kill them. And when people are like, oh, but white people got killed more by police officers than black people did. Yeah, because there's more white people in America, but the amount that black people are being killed at is 4 times the rate that white people are being killed by police, and there is less of them. So do you see what I'm saying? And now another thing as well that I've been seeing, which is so ignorant, is like everyone saying, oh, they're just protesting because of the murder that happened in America. Oh, that stuff doesn't happen here. The UK is not innocent. There's been many countless amount of stories of people that have died in custody in the UK. And the reason why people have been protesting, it hasn't been because of just George Floyd. Rest in peace, George Floyd, by the way. And also rest in peace, Belly Mujinga. Rest in peace, Christopher Kapesa. Rest in peace, Shukri Abdi. Rest in peace, Sarah Reid. Rest in peace, so many people. And so sorry to how many people that have gone through the system and been victims of it and not found justice because of the system that we live in. And I just want to clarify so much that the UK is not innocent. And the problem and the reason why so many people are protesting is not just because of the police brutality. Police brutality is just one strand from the racism that is existing in the Western society. It's the institutionalized racism and the systematic racism that we're trying to fight against. We're trying to change the system as it is so that everyone gets a fair chance, because right now there's not been equal chances. It hasn't been equal for the past hundreds of years, and we're trying to change that. That's what we're trying to do. For my allies, I don't even need to thank you, but I appreciate you for being a decent human being and realizing that enough is enough and everyone needs to be equal and everyone deserves the right. So whether you've been protesting safely, whether you have been sharing and posting, signing petitions, donating, doing whatever you can to raise awareness. And the hardest thing of it all, having conversations, hard conversations with your family members and friends to talk about the things that are happening right now and to pull them out on their racism or racist remarks or stereotypes, anything like that, so that we can start to implement change, because we are someone's ancestors. Same way that our ancestors from before had to fight for this stuff, or maybe your ancestors were part of making this type of stuff and probably slaving black people, but that's just for another day. We are also someone's ancestors, and so we got to make sure that if we want to leave this place in a good way, that we need to teach and learn ourselves, re-educate ourselves, and teach our kids so that they can teach their kids how to be a decent human being, so none of this type of stuff can keep happening. It's 2020 and we're still talking about lynching. It's 2020 and we're still talking about police brutality. We're still talking about racism. We're still seeing the full-on effects of years and years of oppression. Things need to change. The reason why so many people are so upset is because no one likes to change the status quo. But if we don't change the status quo, then a lot of people are going to be benefiting while a lot of people are going to be suffering. And we can't have that anymore. It just can't run. We need to be the change that we require to see in the world. And even if it's something so minuscule as sharing stuff, raising awareness, then do it because you need to. And for the people like, oh, I haven't been really posting because I didn't want to, like, your silence is complicit. Your silence shows the oppressors that they're doing a good job. So use your voice for the right thing. And if you want to be on the side of history that continues oppressing them, I don't know. And PSA, I've got a little messages for, racist and ignorance and all the homophobic, transphobic, all of them type of people. I just want to tell you guys, go fuck yourself. Honestly, go fuck yourself. And in the native language of Lingala, have a wonderful day. And I hope one day you realize that you guys are absolute dicks and you really need to change the way that you think. Because it ain't right. It's just not right. And that ignorance that you cling on to and that, that white supremacy that you're holding on to, it's going to be broken down sooner or later. So change. But that's really all. But I will conclude the video with this. As I said earlier, the UK is not innocent. And I wanted to talk about more on a family member of mine. There's a young boy that's been circulating the internet at the moment, the hashtag Justice for Christopher Kapesa. He's a young British Congolese boy who was 13 years old, who drowned whilst 14, I'm going to repeat that number again, 14 of his classmates watched him drown. And then they all went home fine, but yet Christopher didn't come home. The CPS and South Wales Police did an investigation that didn't even last long. They interviewed, investigated and interrogated 4 of the witnesses out of the 14 and decided to come to the conclusion it was an accident when there was clear evidence that showed it was otherwise. And the reason why the CPS didn't want to charge the classmates was because apparently the students had good grades. In case you don't know what white privilege is the fact that you can get away of killing someone and getting away with it because you got good grades, because the system is telling you that you're going to be a bright person, you're going to have a bright future, whilst you've taken away someone else's future. You've taken away a young black boy's future and you've taken him away from his family, and you get to go to your home and family and sleep comfortably in your bed whilst a family is mourning for their child, for their cousin, for their brother, for their little one. And an eerily situation also in UK as well is Shukri Abdi, the young 12, all of these ages, they're children. The young 12-year-old Somali refugee Shukri Abdi that was similar situation, was drowned whilst her classmates watched her drown. Both of them didn't know how to swim. Both of them hated the water. But yet somehow they ended up being there, and all the other classmates or whoever were there, they ended up going home fine. But they didn't. They went 6 feet under and no charges. No charges at all. And both of these incidents happened a year ago and there still hasn't been any changes. Please, if you can, as an ally, as a human being, feel the outrage, feel the frustration that everyone is feeling right now. Hashtag justice for Christopher Kapesa. Hashtag justice for Shukri Abdi. There's links in my description with petitions for both of them, and also a donation for Christopher Kapesa so that we can raise up legal funds so that we can actually go in court and get justice for our family, because enough is enough. Black Lives Matter, all Black Lives Matter, and I can't believe I have to specify this, but all Black Lives Matter. That's including trans and queer folk. We don't do this separation and division right now. There's been a lot of, there's been a lot of misogynistic thoughts and manners. There's been black women being killed and black men saying, oh, not right now, we're trying to defeat white supremacy. Yeah, we're all trying to defend white supremacy, but don't believe in the... Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter, and I can't believe I have to specify this. This is including black, trans, and queer folk. There shouldn't be division in a time that we're trying to get equality. Some of the things that I've been seeing on social media in terms of black males diminishing and belittling black women being assaulted and killed at this time is so sickening, that even in a movement like Black Lives Matter, where we're trying to get equality and to try and change racism and change the system that we all live in, there's still misogynistic manners that are slipping in. There's still misogynistic thoughts, and there's still homophobia, still transphobia. All Black Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. And remember, matter is just the bare minimum. Black lives deserve to be loved, to be cherished, to be seen as equal. That is the main goal. And for everyone that keeps yelling all lives matter, yes, all lives matter. But the ones that are detrimental to being lost and to suffering more is black lives. So we're trying to focus on that. Can't believe that we have to now go down to dumbing down things so people can understand why all lives matter is not a thing that is... All lives matter, yeah. Same way all buildings matter. But if there's a building that's on fire, you're not going to chuck water in all of the other buildings because they don't need it at this moment. Yes, there could be issues in every single one of those houses, but the one that we're trying to focus on at the moment is the one that's on fire. So that's the one that the fire engine are going to go and chuck water at. Not the other ones that are still standing, all right? So get it through your heads. All lives cannot matter until we make sure that we're all living in a society where everyone is being treated equal and not being killed off like animals, okay? And that is really all. Thank you so much for coming to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, Black Lives Matter. Don't be just unracist, be anti-racist. Pull out your friends when they're doing something that's not right. Pull them out on it. Pull family members up on it and let them know and educate yourself. There's so many books to be reading. There's so many things. And if you want to check yourself out, I have a highlight on my Instagram, Midnight Chocolat. Just go check it out and you can educate yourself on there. I'm constantly posting stuff to do with Black Lives Matter every day on my Twitter, on all my social media platforms. So check it out. Thank you so much for coming to watch. I'm back and I'm better. I've got content for you. I needed to take a break just for my mental health because just everything was too much. And I'll see you next time. Peace.